BET. That's Joe, right? Joe said hi. How we doing? Going on, everybody? Waiting for CSX LO67 Nashville to Lawrence and back to come by. It's cold out there. God bless you for that. Yeah, you've been here a few times. Let me give you some blue. 1 second. There we go. Who said BET? What's up with BET? Yo, Steve. Yo, Anthony. What's up, dude? How we doing, brother? How's everything going? So I'm good. Word, bro. Word. What you been up to? What's been going on? Anything good out there? Going to Worcester, the real fan tomorrow might catch something rare. What's rare? Talk to me. You have my attention now. What's going on in Worcester? What's going to be there? What you got? Heritage unit? Extra? Better? Talk to me. What's going on in Worcester? The world would love to know. Do I want to go to Worcester tomorrow? Is there something worth me going to see? Let me know. You got me interested now. Maybe a heritage or extra. Yes, it's worth it. What do you mean, maybe? Like, what's maybe? I don't work with maybe. I need to know this is what I might see. But you talking about maybe this or maybe that, maybe both? Do you got a reason to think it's either one? Or is it just like a gamble and you're hoping it might be there? What do we got? What are the details? Elaborate, please. What do we okay. Few other people to catch three P&W units on a CSX train. So no extra, no heritage unit. So you lied to me. That's what happened here? Great. What happened, bro? Where are the P&W units even going? Good question. Anthony, what's up? Talk to us, bro. I heard the P-42 DC-100 is gonna be on 449 tomorrow, but I don't know if that's true. Interesting. I've only seen 449 once. Well, once since it came back, I should say. I haven't been over there like that. The P&W units are leased to New England Central. Okay. Interesting. How many units do they lease, do you know? What you know? Feel like everyone's waiting for our next heritage unit to come back up from Rochester this week. 3 units, but there might be a 4th. Okay, okay. But you know for sure they're going to Worcester tomorrow? You have any more details on that? What time is this allegedly happening? Talk to us. Come on, bro. What's the details? Work them fingers. What's going on? Tell us some information there. They're in Worcester at the P&W yard, but heard they are departing the yard with 2 CSX units around 12 and are going through the Worcester CSX yard. Interesting. Okay. I've never actually tried to fly the drone in Worcester. I don't even know if I'd be able to with the airport, but you never know. Depends. Sometimes you can get on certain areas under a certain height, much lower than usual, which works, but you know, 180 feet sometimes compared to like 400, up to 400. Might be departing Worcester Yard around 2:30 or 3. Interesting. Um, I know we have the snow out here tomorrow. I don't know about out there. Let's take a look at Worcester. Yeah, so it's just not stop. It's supposed to stop snowing around 11 and turn to rain at noon, and then stop by 1. Interesting. You should come. Will be worth it. I don't know. Maybe, bro. Maybe. You never know. Worcester would be interesting. Not a people person though. Honestly, really not. I'll definitely be there. Word. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. See what else is going on in the world. I got some things to do early, but after that, might be around the rails. I haven't made a video like in like over a week now. Feel like I'm slacking. This last weekend was the first weekend I didn't go out in a long time. Long time. Little break. Kind of why I'm here now. To interact with the community and everything. You know. So what else been going on, bro? The units will be P&W GP38s that are being leased. Did you see anything good at Meredith? I ended up trading with someone, so I got to stay down here, and that gives me the opportunity to go rewire this house in Brookline starting over this weekend. And I'll be over there for the next few weeks, so I will still be here, thankfully. I avoided going up there for now, but that's for now. After that few weeks is up, I still might end up there. We'll see what happens, but that's better than misses now. I don't wanna go. I really don't. There's options down here, I will take them, but if that's really where the money's at the time, it might be what it is. See what happens, you know? One day at a time or 1 week at a time. But I'll be down here for the next few weeks at least, guaranteed, which I'm thankful for. At least 3, hopefully 4. Well, there's an MBTA Heritage unit being released this week, and are 10 and 11 coming back, and when are 10 and 11 coming back? 10 and 11 will come back as a pair. You'll see one long before the other, and honestly, not anytime in the very near future. So forget about those. There is rumors of a Heritage unit coming back up from Rochester this week. It's not definite. Um, we'll see what happens. This people talking of a potential Middleborough Extra on Friday, but as of right now, it doesn't exist. There's no paper on paper, there's no Middleborough Extra. But that's everything changes fast, and if I hear something else, I will be out there. I will go find it. I will drop whatever I'm doing, and we will find our next Heritage unit, guys. Because you guys know I've went to Rochester many times and been disappointed one too many times. So we'll find it when it comes back into the public view. If they do that, they'll try to have me and my friend go chase it. Yeah, it's worth it. The thing is, though, I feel like they've been moving these things fast and quick, like quietly. Like last time the OCS snuck up, I didn't even know about it till it was up here, but that was a more secretive run. But still, like, I got my eye for this extra. I'm gonna find it, and even if I just go to Reedville, I honestly don't care as long as I get it on camera, because I'll fly wherever I gotta go over there, and we're gonna see it. So I'm hoping for Friday. We'll see what happens though. We'll know by Thursday. If not, next week will definitely be something. If not, but things always change. Things go wrong. That's how life goes sometimes. Does the MBTA Mayflower have a horn and bell like the CSX? No, no, does not. Make sure to check out the Lincoln, New Hampshire Granite Scenic Railroad Yard when you go up north. I know if I go up there, if I am unfortunate enough to get stuck up there, which I've avoided for now, that's like the at least the one and only thing I must see while I'm up there. That would be like the high on the priority list because otherwise I'm not gonna have a justified reason to be up there. Obviously, at some point or another, I will see it one way or another. But if I can justify going up there for work, that's much better. That's the goal. Yeah, they got a little interesting operation up there. What MBTA unit will get released from Rochester this week? You'll see. You'll see. If you're hoping for 11/28, then don't hold your breath. But that is coming soon too. It's all coming soon. Yeah, we should see 71 back up. Coming up from backstage. Interesting. And then 72 is ready to go down if it didn't get taken down tonight by MC. Wouldn't be surprised if it did. But that made it to the Middleborough yard finally, CSX yard. So next time MC comes up for cars from CSX, I'm sure they'll grab it. I seen 72 on L 5 in Framingham last night. Nice. I saw it when it arrived, and I didn't really have a reason to go back and see it again. You know what I mean? I'm sure I'll see it down in Rochester. If I don't see it before then or after then, I'm sure I'll see it when it comes up to Reedville for testing, goes back down for paint. I've been, for the most part, following along with where these units are going as they come back. But yeah, will 10 and 11 be heritage units or will they be painting like the HSP 46? I haven't. I've only heard speculation on those at this point. I'm not even sure if there's a full plan for that in place, but I've only heard rumors on that. If I hear something that's confirmed, I'll be sure to let you guys know. But as of right now, all I've heard is purely speculation on those. But don't forget, we're gonna have special paint schemes for 7750, 3247. There's more interesting stuff coming up, guys. It's not over. It's definitely not over. And 72 just got back. That's gonna get special paint. We got some interesting things coming up. We got another throwback coming up. I'm sure a lot of you are going to be very happy to see. So it's going to be interesting. 750 and 3247 be painted and repaired. It feels like they've been out of service since the screamer's been out. But this and what's happening to 1008 and 1013. All right, let's start with the screamers. One will be cosmetically repaired, and well, we don't know about the other one, but let's just say you're not gonna see either of them running again, most likely. That's what things are sounding like right now. 7750 and 3247 are kind of on the back end of the list, if that makes sense. They will be done, but last. I think the Screamers might be sold if the MEGA likes the F40 page 4C, then I think that's what will happen. There's there's something else going on. I'm gonna get in trouble if I say something here, but there's other things in the works behind the curtains. We'll put it like that, okay? So we have someone was very nice enough to show me a mock-up of what it's gonna look like, and it's gonna be a new day, guys. Gonna be a new era, but that's then and this is now. We're still living in the now. So yeah, guys, gonna be interesting for sure. When will the four Cs be in revenue service? At this point, no time soon. You can see the problems they've had with a couple that have arrived. One of them got sent back. It was so bad, and you don't see the other one out there like that. They as soon as those start coming in, the HSPs can start going out. But right now, clearly that's not going as we want it to. But slowly we'll start seeing those phase in as they work out the bugs and everything. What do y'all think about the 4Cs? I think they're hideous. Love your opinions. I think the 4C is like the I don't know. I don't like what they did with it. I really don't. I don't think I'll ever get used to this. Reminds me of the Via Rails units. Yeah, and I don't like those either. It doesn't look right, you know? Like, just don't look right. It's not a good look. Not saying the HSPs are beautiful either, but that is what it is too. I'm surprised nobody bought the AS. They were a troubled unit when they got here. I'm not surprised nobody else wanted to touch those things, bro. You know how many problems we had with those when they got here? We were the one and only customer, and that's we're gonna end the series like that. No more HSPs. It's gonna be interesting to see how they come back, at least paint wise. We're gonna see how many bugs they come back with too mechanically when they come back, because there's always something. But they're gonna be sending out two of them as a pilot program. The two The first two that go out are due back in 600 days from when they start their rebuild contractually. So we'll see if that holds up because that's a long time. Some changes to the Patriot Corridor is on the horizon. Interesting. Me, I'll screenshot that. Let's we'll check it out in a little bit. NS suited town to make a crew change facility on new line. Interesting. Got a lot of things we're waiting to see, but at least we're finally getting some variety on here. I'm sure by this point we've all heard about, or most of us have heard about our newest talked about upcoming paint scheme for the 3C. So that's going to be interesting. It's going to be a lot more variety than we've had lately. I just hope we stop hoarding the heritage units and keeping them away like 1030, 1130. The most sought after units are the hardest to find. So what else we want to talk about, guys? What else is going on? Talk to me. Talk to me. Yesterday, when I was with my friend Rail Fanning in the Worcester, we caught a CSX unit pulling an MBTA train into Worcester because it died close to the station. You get a picture, bro. Proof for it didn't happen, bro. Proof for it didn't happen. Where are the pictures at? Send me the pictures. He has a picture. Okay. Why don't you have a picture? Blame yourself. Phone storage ran out. Damn. That was the problem on my old phone. I remember like recording a video and like the train's right in front of me and my phone ran out of storage like right then. I was like, it happens sometimes. Yeah, when you get that, I want to see that picture, bro. Definitely not something you see every day. I guess it was that derailment yesterday with was it 1056? That's kind of wild. I wonder if it was rare enough to even see a CSX engine pulling an MBTA train, right? I've never seen that. I'd love to, but sometimes you just get those random catches like that. The best ones sometimes just happen like that, and get the not the ones we plan for. Stored equipment in Plymouth, New Hampshire that includes some ex-ASTF high levels. They always have some interesting equipment up there. I think of it kind of like almost like the Hyena shop of the North, if that makes sense. They had that MBTA C2 sitting up there for a long time after they finished it before it came back down. I thought it was kind of stupid that they pulled that off Cape for like seemingly no reason right before Railfan Day. After it was sitting down there all year, like it's just one less thing we didn't get to see, my opinion. Rough Day was kind of a bust last year. It wasn't terrible, but like there was nothing new. There was nothing really to excite us there. We didn't get 1130. Hopefully this year we'll have something new. Thought the MBTA was supposed to extend service to Springfield, MA. but they didn't. There's a lot of things on the list, and these things, unfortunately, they don't happen overnight. They don't happen in a couple months. They take a long time, and there's a lot of regulations and red tape in the way. But I think it will eventually happen. Is it going to happen in the next couple of years? Realistically, no. But it eventually will happen, I believe. I really do. We made it to Fall River and New Bedford, but that actually did very well. The ridership is it's justifying it. It's a very good sign that we can, look into additional projects, but everything takes money and time. I'm hoping New Hampshire commuter rail comes back. New Hampshire just hates the commuter rail in general. I feel like it will come back. A lot of these things died out around the 70s and never came back. Money was tight. They had to survive, and though what wasn't really profitable wasn't doing great at the time, or what required a lot of maintenance or whatever was, put on the back burner, and some of those things just never came back. Some of them do over time, but slowly we are working our way towards trying to regain some of these miles. Not easy. Alright, so we got it's Joe and Anthony. Who's in the bushes watching me, bro? Yo, who's in the bushes? Come say something. Who's been just sitting there watching me that ain't saying nothing? That's kind of weird, bro. Join us in the comments. Speak up. Who's out there? Yo, Steve, you should definitely come to Worcester tomorrow. Uh, maybe. Hi, everyone. Boston and Steve. Eric, what's up, dude? Welcome. So you were still that was within the bushes. All right. You were hiding, bro. It's okay. You don't gotta hide backstage. You don't gotta be shy. You can come say hello. We don't fight. Voodoo Eric. Oh, Eric. I just wanted to quickly come in and say hi before I go for the night. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. Appreciate you. Anthony said, "Yo." But yeah, I'll consider making an appearance out there tomorrow. I'm not guaranteeing nothing, but there's a possibility. You never know where I'll end up. But I got some stuff to do in the morning, but I might be able to make it over there in the afternoon, especially if I hustle early. See what happens. Gotta make some kind of video. I've been slacking this week. I know at the end of the week the temperatures are going way up and the snow's gonna melt, and I'm gonna try to go out there for as much time as I can and even record like a few videos so I could be all good for a week. At least edit one real quick and get it out there. Also, gotta get down to BET, Rochester, and all these places to show you guys. So if I heard your feelings earlier, Steve, I was just fooling around. Eric, I don't have feelings, bro. You're good. You're good. I don't get mad at these people. I don't come here to get mad. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth my time. You are good, bro. You're all good. Appreciate that though. But yeah, you're good, bro. Some of these people, they get offended real easy. They don't got thick skin. They're not me. I promise you that. You're cool. All good, bro. Eric said, thanks, Steve. Got you, bro. Got you. Yeah, I've never met you in person, but I've heard about you, bro. You're like a little celebrity out here. So what else is going on this week, guys? Talk to me. I'm also wondering if I should go back to BET soon, like tomorrow even. Actually, quite chill. Actually, I'm quite chill to get along with. I've heard that from people that ain't chill, so you never know, but maybe we'll cross paths. I wouldn't be surprised. Steve, I'm glad we got to meet. I remember went to Rail Fan Day together. Can't wait to see you again. Word, bro. It's good. Nice to meet you too. I just hope we get to The fall ride is an annual thing, right? Gives me fun stuff from the usual air stuff, you say? Gives me fun stuff from the usual air stuff, yeah. Um, I'm not gonna speak too many details yet, but there's been some talks in the background, and we are trying to organize our own chartered trip for something. We would invite everyone from every one of y'all from the community. Absolutely. When the time comes and we have more details, when we have everything figured out, I will let y'all know. But we're trying to do something unusual for y'all. So stay tuned. Stay tuned, guys. Make my chat back up here. Steve, where's 10 and 11? I don't know where Metro is located. I don't know. I just know they left MPI. That's all I know. I was told that on the 29th of September, and I have not heard any changes since then. Nothing major, not as far as them moving around at least. But I do know that's where they last were. Next time I talk to my dude, I will ask about if there's any updates on those. But as of right now, they did leave. They have left the building. I heard one is essentially just pretty much a shell at this point, and the other one is has begun its rebuild. Did the MBTA units get noticed by anyone on Railcam? Which MBTA units? Like the 10 and 11 are you talking about? Care to specify? Metro is located in Chicago, said Anthony. Joe said, yeah. Yo, 10 and 11 were kind of like the ugly ducklings. I'll appreciate when they come back just because they're a little variety, but like, I don't know. And I think one thing we should consider as we keep painting these units in the future, if we're not gonna keep them clean, let's just do above the cab windows black, because it's gonna turn black anyways. I thought Metro was Chicago, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, I don't know if they have another shop elsewhere. I honestly never asked about that. I'm not sure to be 100% with you, so that's why I did not say a specific location, but I know they went to Metro. That's all I do know. So what else is going on, guys? So, okay, Steve, you said the end of September last year. Correct, correct. September 29th is when I was told that. Because I just remember that because I went in back and checked the date for somebody like literally like a couple days ago to ask me that. But yeah, because a lot of people didn't even know they left there and are saying they're still there, but they are not at MPI. I'm surprised we haven't seen a picture of them in a while. Imagine the MBTA got SD70 Max like Metro did. Bruh, we just had a derailment last night. I bet you that'd be happening like weekly if that happens. But you never know. You never know. It'd be interesting, definitely. I would love to see it, but I couldn't see it happening. I thought Metro was kind of bullish for that though, honestly. Eric, I think they're Photoshop. What are we talking about? I'm sorry if I messed something here, guys. Steve, do you think the MBTA chargers are real or photoshopped with AI? The ones that you're talking about, I know which ones you're talking about, that pair, those are photoshopped, but let's just say, um, they're not they're not very far away from something that that isn't fake. We'll put it like that, okay? But that's coming later. I'm not gonna say too much about that because everyone's gonna start asking me all kinds of questions and bothering me on the daily, and we're not having that. But for now, that's what we will say. They are not there. That concept, that face is, yeah. We'll put it like that. But it is a twist to it. But we'll get to that later, guys. I promise. We just ain't there quite yet. Yeah, so someone got a drone photo of 10 and 11 a couple months ago, but they haven't really gotten any work done. Um, then what? There's those, but there's something else going on backstage, and I'm probably gonna get yelled at for even saying this much, y'all. I promise. Like I'm gonna get an angry message later. But yeah, we're gonna leave it at that. There's some other very interesting projects coming. I thought it was photoshopped at first, but then thought they were real. They are not real. That guy is very good at photoshops. I really wish I had his talents on Photoshop, but they are not real. Those are not real. Hello, Steve, Stony Brook. What's up? How are you? Welcome to my live. Double tap, give me a like, please. Thank you. Hope everything's going well tonight. We're just talking about all different kinds of things here. 10 and 11, rebuilds, that kind of thing. Said I'm good. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you for joining, bro. I appreciate you. Give you some blue here. You cool. You've been here multiple times. There you go. So yeah, guys. Um, Settlers is being the units. Let's see if Maddie pays $20. Yo, don't even say his name, bro. He's gonna pop up in the chat now. Let's hope he's sleeping. Just don't do that. Um, what's up with GP40 WHs that are sitting in Seaview at Davisville? I don't know anything about those. I wasn't aware of those, honestly. But Seaview's kind of an interesting place. And they did have other stuff that was from the MBTA that was for sale from Ozark Mountain rail cars, so don't be surprised if you see them listed on there. And if that's the case, expect them to sit there for a while because they overprice everything. They try to get the most out of it until nobody buys it, then it just gets dropped down to make an offer status, and then maybe it sells and maybe it doesn't. I heard 1071 is completed. I did hear the same thing. I will confirm that. I will confirm that, but it is not on its way up tomorrow, at least, or that I know of. But we're hoping for a potential Middleborough extra on Friday. That's the hopes right now. See what actually happens though. Bro, say, my bad. Yeah, Matthew's a bit much, guys. He's a bit much. He be doing too much. Like he'd be cool if he just calmed down. So 1071 is New Haven or New York Central. Bro, enjoy the surprise. Can't you just enjoy the surprise? Like, you only gotta wait a couple days. You're gonna see very soon. Very soon. But have y'all heard about the third one, correct? Y'all heard about the third 3C? The first one was New Haven, the second one was New York Central. Everyone NSB and Reroute is next week. What are you talking about, bro? Oh, you talking about okay, okay, okay. Okay. I got you. Got you. 1072 possible streamer scheme. What do you think about that? What do you think about the possible screamer? What do you think about that? What are your opinions? I think it's good. Hopefully they don't make it. I hope they actually just wash these raps. You know what I mean? I hope they don't let them get beat to shit. But it's interesting that when the raps do get tired, that we can just get the unit rewrapped and we can have like a whole new heritage unit, the same one again, whatever it is. I was told New Haven is first in New York Central. Sadly, LL67 didn't show up. Oh, I'm sorry, Joe. I heard the F40s will be forming railroads, GP40 MCs with old schemes. I don't even know how to say your name. Hello, welcome. I'm not even gonna try to say that. Thank you for joining. Please double tap and give me a like. Appreciate you. Thank you for joining. From Washington, DC. Yo, wait, you wait. Nah, Eric's a clown, so I don't know if I should be trusting what bro's saying over there. Um, why you laughing? You laughing at me, bro? Yo, what's Eric? Eric, step to the front of the class. What are you talking about over here? J Ron O is how you say Geronimo is how you say it. Stony Brook, I'm hoping 1131 Bluebird scheme if they're doing 1128 as New Haven Orange. Hi, Eric Cartman. And he said yes. Okay, and let me read that one more time. Where the heck did it go? Bro, just I mean, Geronimo. Okay, Geronimo. Is that really your name? 1131 isn't being built anytime soon. I said, "Oh, I was told that 1131 was being rebuilt next." Bro said maybe 1036. 1036 is getting painted next. Yes. Let me check something on y'all real quick. Bear with me, guys. Oh, I can't even check it on here. The messages are on there. All right. Yeah. I heard the new bi-level cab car might be getting a K5 LA, but it's the only Rotom that's getting one. I don't know if it's true yet. I would 1072 after acceptance and signal testing is complete. Yeah, there's another one that just went into the paint booth. We'll say that. The wrap has begun. Um, I wonder when they're gonna be bringing 10. I wouldn't be surprised if 1072 came up for testing at the same time we get our new heritage unit. Eric said, "What happened to 1812? What happened to 1812, guys?" Eric needs answers. I haven't seen 1812 in a while. Do you watch Jason Hadfield? Are you asking me? Hopefully the reroute isn't on a weekend, lol. Probably said, "What's up, Steve and everyone? Would I miss anything good?" Tim, you missed a lot, bro. You missed a lot. Um, I've been off the set for a while now. It's been off the set for a while now. Reread is on Tuesday to air. Tim, welcome. Double tap, give me a like, please, bro. Thank you. Jason Hadfield has said my name in his live stream. I haven't been there for that, but I'm not there frequently. Um, Hi, Tim, Rusty Carriage, Tim. Hey, careful, Tim will put you on timeout. Tim will put you on timeout. Tim got all kinds of nicknames. Yeah, guys, it's gonna be interesting. A lot of interesting things coming up. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, we see that extra on Friday. Hopefully, it'd be nice if if they could bring 72 back up for testing. I mean, yeah, for testing to bring it back down for paint again. If we could see, that'd make the extra. He knows I'm fooling around, Steve. I know, I'm just playing. I like messing with Tim too. Um, I hope it's true that it's a new Rotom cab car gets at K5 LA. It'll be interesting. I'm not even a horn guy, honestly. Um, it'd be nice to see 1072 and 1071 upsell soon. If these rumors are true about possibly Friday, I know I'm gonna be bothering you know who on Thursday. Like, bro, like, yes, no. I'm gonna tell him too. Like after this week, I'm gonna give him a little break, but I'm gonna be bothering him a lot this week. Like, I want to know. I bothered him yesterday. I was talking to him this morning, but there was nothing new. I bothered him again tonight, but I haven't heard back yet, so he's probably out there running trains right now. Yeah, the F40 just got in the booth for rap. Yep, that's correct. That is correct. So I wonder if Higher Graphic, I doubt it, but I wonder if Higher Graphics post anything lately. I feel like, yo, if y'all see Higher Graphics post, if you're obviously a real fan, don't be commenting on it because they know what you're there for. They know, you know what I mean? Like, y'all are the ones that like be getting us in trouble or like get making it so like they can't leak nothing. Like MBTA don't say yes to. Oh, nothing good. Motel 71 should be in Middleborough. If they hold on. Sorry, I just lost your message here. Bring back up a live chat. Well, 1071 should be in Middleborough if they are doing a Middleborough extra on Friday. Right, they should have it up in Middleborough by Thursday. Correct. Correct. Mass Coastal does a lot of that stuff at night, so wouldn't be surprised if it came up just like a matter of hours before. Like late night Thursday, bring it up to Middleborough, and then it would get picked up Friday. That's just potentially, but so we can also keep an eye on the MC scanner. Listen for any activity down there. That's a good way to get an idea on what's going on because you'll hear if you hear the extra coming up to Middleborough or you hear and them coming up to Middleborough in general, there's a chance that that's on there. Um, watch them cannibalize 11:30 like I did with 11:29. Hopefully they don't even speak it into existence, bro. Um, you know who was spamming higher graphics the other day? Who? Some idiot. Who? Let me know. Who was spamming higher graphics? Leave them alone, y'all. Like they ain't gonna wanna if we cause drama on their page, they ain't gonna wanna post shit about trains. That's just plain and simple. They're trying to do their point in posting isn't to make real fans excited. Their point in posting is to advertise for their business. And y'all can be a headache. Um I just can't say the name or he'll spam. Come on, we say names over here. I'll call people out left and right. 11:30. Send it to me. If you got me as a friend on Facebook, send it to me on Facebook. I'm interested. 11:30 is just waiting on broken or missing parts, not surprising, because I might hypothetically try and take a ride down on Thursday if that's a possibility happening on Friday. If you do, Tim, it would probably be like a nighttime thing. It's not gonna be most likely in the middle of the daytime because they're gonna want to make a run to the Middleborough yard to justify that probably. Did 1128 get his missing parts yet? Not a sure. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, he's a lot. A lot. Bro be harassing me. Um, he said I knew it. Yeah, he gotta calm down. Like I said earlier, yeah, he'd be cool if he just, stepped it down a few notches. Doing too much. A little too much. Not a bad kid though, when he wants to be. Who, yup, yup. We're not gonna say it out loud, guys, but yeah, yeah, him. Doing too much. Got way too much energy sometimes. I feel like I know what 1071 got, but I don't want to ruin the surprise. Yes. Yeah, we're gonna see, it's gonna be unveiled to the world very soon, guys. I'm just hoping they don't take it and number one, if it comes up to Reedville, if I see it on the switcher going to BET and hiding over there like 10:30, I'm gonna be pissed. Like we don't need that. I hope it goes in service on the south side. That's what I want to see. But we'll see what happens. Yup, he switches the Reedville switcher to yeah, yeah. But he lives on the Grand Junction, pretty much. So like that's like, it makes sense for him. I'm sure if y'all live there, you do the same thing. You think about it, if we build the new maintenance facility at Reedville, we won't really have that need to bring stuff north and south back and forth like we do now as much. It'd be much more rare. So this might be like the end of that Reedville switcher era like that as we know it. 1071 won't be going into service up north. It'll be south, but these things move around all the time. It might stay there for a little bit, but I guarantee at some point or another it will end up there. There's no way it won't. We've other than the non-rebuilt GP40 MCs, we don't have anything that's guaranteed to stay north or south. Um, I don't see why 1071 would be north. If it goes to BET for any kind of work and they have what they need for power on the south side and there's a shortage on the north side, it will go right into service on the north side. There's no doubt about that. That's just how the power thing goes. Um, Same reason why 1030 isn't headed south. 1030 is not even really 1030 will be south eventually. I guarantee you that. If you even saw if you saw 1129 in service on the south side, I guarantee you'll see 1030 there too. There's no way. It might not be as regular, but for the most part, especially with like the upcoming whatever you want to call it, power imbalance with the HSPs getting ready to go out, the remaining three Cs getting back, and the four Cs hopefully beginning to enter service, the leasers. 1030 is on its 92 day right now. If you guys are wondering, okay, interesting. Yeah, I want to go back over to BET soon and take a quick little fly around, see what's going on. Not this week, maybe next week. I want to try to go to all three: BET, Reedville, and why is 4C 1003 not 1002 not in service? It keeps dying. There you go. It keeps dying. So the first one was so problematic they sent it back. Now the second one's problematic, but it's still here. We'll see how long that lasts. But you can tell we're not ready to put those policers in service yet. They've been very problematic. Anything new has bugs. What's up, Josh? Welcome. Thank you for joining. How's everything going tonight, brother? Kirk said hi, Josh. Josh, you're just joining me. Please double tap, give me a like. Thank you, bro. So I'm doing cool. 1002 tested on my lines for time and kept failing the test. Yeah, so that's why it ain't enter service. It ain't. I don't know if it was PTC testing or what it was going through. Yup, PTC test. So problems with access. No go. No go. Connor, anything interesting happening up in air soon? Who is Connor? I feel like I should know a lot more of you than I do, but I really don't, and I'm sorry for that. Um, why can't it test that in Canton? They probably with all the problems they had, they probably wanna keep it closer to BET, honestly. Yeah, the South Side testing is for things that they think are just about ready, and apparently that does not meet those qualifications. Purely speculation. Dude, that would be nice, right? I feel like you will see a testing on the corridor again once it, he said 10:01 was screwed. Yeah, doesn't seem like 10:02 is much better, honestly. It is what it is, though. I've seen 10:01 once. So McCarthy, I think the final B100-B101 is this weekend. Oh yeah, Steve. I'm Connor, by the way. Connor, nice to meet you, bro. Joe. Um, Joe, have you seen the higher graphic pictures of them? Where you saw that, right? When they showed the if you go look at higher graphics and they had the video of the Mayflower and you can see 1128 in the background. Definitely worth checking out. Ryan, who are you? Where'd you come from? Did I miss you before? So it won't go to air tomorrow. Hopefully Eli doesn't join. Yo, that I don't know who that kid is, but yo, he got too many accounts, too much time on his hands. I don't know where these parents are and why they're not watching their kid, but like, yeah. I'll see if Ryan is Eli. Oh no. Oh no. Don't say that. Yeah, I can't even check it out on here. Usually I have more options on what I can do on my phone than I can do here. I can't even pin you guys for some reason on my iPad. There we go. There we go. Answer. Must have been Eli. Must have been Eli. You think Ryan is bad? I don't want to mention someone I don't really want to mention. Josh said, bye, Eli. So, yeah, I said, Eli kid, yo. Eli, if you watching this, your parents should take your phone, kid. Um, okay, okay. What I just lose that 1 second. Yeah. Oh. Eli's parents are horrible. I can tell. I would love to have a word with them. I would love to have a word with them. Yo. What he's retarded. He's so stupid. He's honestly like you have to be like hit in the head with a shovel to go do something like that. You know what I mean? That's actually pretty wild. I've never bro be annoying them. That's crazy. Oh cool. Operate from behind the air yard. Said yeah, that's oh some of some of these real fans amaze me, dude. All grew with interesting content for B100 and B101, so they will go down to the Western Main towards Framingham for Norfolk Southern or no. Bro said Needham might be getting a quiet zone. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if it actually happens though. One of the big things that always held that project back was if you want to do a quiet zone, you have to do every crossing in town, and that will include that one at the Hersey at the golf course. Hold on, guys. Let me get a charger here. Let me get my charger. No, there it is. So plug in real quick. What I miss here? You're taking the B and A to Worcester and the air, the Worcester subdivision. I'm interested in how 426 and 427 be affected by the reroute. So that means if I went to air, I wouldn't see B100-B101 anymore. He said they won't be affected, they'll be fine. He said, oh, now we're caught up. Oh, that's interesting. Thanks for the heads up, Connor. Will EDSA be affected at all? Um, Dude said, Josh, pause. Why pause? What happened? Okay, what else I missed? Tim, I don't think it will be 264. Camp track, yeah, turn. Look what I said above and you will see. Bro, Eli Ryan, whatever he wants to be called, I don't know, be kicking someone at the church is crazy work. What? Camp track, siding in air. So, okay, sounds good, Connor. Wood, no. Eli kicked someone at a church last Sunday, Steve. Isn't this kid like 10? Am I not mistaken? Isn't that like a 10-year-old kid? Like that's like you shouldn't even be on the internet like at that age, y'all. Like talking to people in like live streams and everything. It's just not you shouldn't be. Um it's a mind of a 1 nanosecond-year-old. I couldn't. If that was my kid, like he turned 11 yesterday. Hopefully he grows up. I'm talking about Eli by the way. I thought the cam track was next to air track two side. Yeah, I'm in the bushes over here talking about what's his name harassing higher graphics. That's not cool, guys. Like leave higher graphics alone. If you want to look out for the post, look out for the post, enjoy them, but don't message them, don't bother them. That's not right. These people are trying to do their jobs and y'all are here harassing them over some trains. Like that's not gonna get us any posts. That's gonna get us no posts. Um, well, it's the campsiting that leads to Greenville Industrial Track. 2019 and 2004 are going to WabTech later this year. Yeah, we won't see them back for like 2 years. So 26, they'll be back. They'll be back before 2030. That means the real HSPs, like the actual rebuilds, will start going out probably around late 2029 or something like that. Bro said, no, it's not. It's the track on the West Y. Bro said, oh, yo, double tap if you're just joining me. Give me a like, please. Thank you. I wonder if they will get new horns. Y'all in the horns. Some of y'all are like really obsessed with horns. That's what I meant, Stony, said Eric. He said, I gotta go back to air soon. I want to go somewhere Saturday afternoon. I gotta go spend half a day going for a walkthrough through a job at 10. So I want to spend like maybe go to like BET or something after that, and probably go see the Switcher on Sunday because I did not see that last week. But I'm gonna be avoiding the Munchkins of the Grand Junction. I am not obsessed with horns. I just like listening to them. When Reedville. You want to go? You want me to take you to Reedville? You want to go see Reedville? What do you want to see in Reedville? Talk to me. Maybe we can go to Reedville tomorrow afternoon. What do you want to see? Talk to me. Step up stage. You want to see just a layover yard? You want to see anything else over there? We could spend a couple hours at Reedville. Maybe we could even watch CSX come back. The yard, the MBTA yard, not the CSX yard. Maybe we can go for a whole little adventure in Reedville. I got some stuff to do in the morning, but the afternoon is fair game. MBTA yard. Sold. I got you, bro. I got you. Ask and you shall receive. Reedville's easier. Reedville is much closer to me. I can do this much easier than I could if it's much easier than BET, and it's 50 times easier than Rochester. That's Steve Yard. Eric, go sit down. Um, when does L001 go to Home Depot? There's I believe it's Fridays and another day, and I can't remember the other day, but I remember Friday's one of them. I could check on that, but unfortunately, a lot of my messages and stuff are in here, and if I leave y'all, I'm leaving y'all. So remind me next time we talk, and I will readdress that. L001 is something I wanted to see for a little bit too, because I can go like all the way up at Home Depot. The Rails of Mass Yard, bruh. Eric, who sent you? Who sent you for me? Did Eli send you? Did that kid send you? Who sent you? Yup, the Rails of Mass. Sitting me down yard, bruh. You're wild. Tim, I send your message if you're still with me. Tim, I am not his babysitter. I am not his parent or guardian. That is not my problem. Um, I sent me because I'm fooling around. Yo, you're goofy, bro. You're goofy. You're a goofy dude. LAA should pass in 46 minutes. Very specific, bro. Say 46 minutes. Ugh. The only time you'll ever see me out there for that might be when summer comes back. That's when I'll consider that. But for right now, no. I feel like I haven't recorded a video in 50 years, honestly. I feel like it's been a long time. It hasn't been that long, but it's been like a week. All I do, people, is make people laugh and smile and laugh, Steve. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Maybe sometimes. I don't know. Yeah, let's yeah, let's be good today. Yeah, so everyone get along, right? We are all cool here, for more or less, right? Something like that. All right, but who's the bigger troll, Eli or Maddie? Mm. Eli is worse because he be Matthew's just annoying. I love Matthew, but he's annoying. Um, and Eli be coming up in my chat trying to spell out things that are gonna try to get me demonetized, and we're not having that. So we're gonna hide it from the channel each and every time. Yes, Steve Drone, sir. Hey. Um, that's sad about the Pan Am and Guilford locomotives getting the torch. Ugh. But you know, guys, the Pan Am, what's left of the Pan Am powers, it's been on borrowed time since Pan Am was still here, you know? We can't keep these things forever, unfortunately, you know, but it's kind of step into different eras. At one time, we didn't even care about half of that stuff, and now because it's more rare, it's a little different, but things change. We'll get new things. We get to preserve as much as we can sometimes. Sometimes we lose some things to history, but that's just how it goes. At least CSR still got what you say? Getting the key, bro. Yeah, I want to know what Eric's like in person, guys. I really do. Eric seems like a very interesting human being. Eric, I want to meet you, bro. Pan Am really is on LO80. Yeah, Eric is a very I want to know if Eric's like this in real life. I want to know. I'm very curious. Um, today's LO80 was weird today. Why? Why, Connor? I've been Eric. I've seen Eric in real life 3 times. What's your review of Eric in real life? I'd love to hear it. Josh, drop a review. Speaking of Pan Am units, I'm trying to catch all 4 remaining B40s running on LO67. I don't blame you. The end of the era, guys. The end of the era. Um, had 815, 8365, and 505. High like trains. He likes trains, Steve. Bro, you know that's not what I meant. Um, he got 5972 every time because CSX loves going in Nashville for some reason. He got 5976 on WO80 going to Nashville once. Why'd that disappear? Supposed to say okay, probably supposed to be a L. 3 left now. Last time I saw it, MEC was in air, LO80 with the barracks trailing. Josh, what's that face for, bruh? And whoever's up there, I see 7 of y'all, 6 likes. Whoever did not give me a like, you're just gonna sit there and watch me, at least double tap and give me a like. Come on, don't be that guy. If you're gonna sit here and just watch me on your screen, you might as well just, Tony's in the building. What's up, Tony? Tony, welcome, brother. Tony said, "Hey, buddy." Eric said, "Hi, BLT Tony." What the heck is BLT Tony? Eric, explain this to me. You be saying some very strange things. And because I be seeing you in Jason's stream, I'm not entirely surprised. But I just want to know, like, are you is this who you are? Is that how is that what am I missing here? Um, I think I did. Why can't I see like the end of the message is like cut off? TLT means Tony Love Trains, I guess. Bro said yes. Yeah. Tony the Train Dude. I've never met most of y'all, honestly. Bro said wait. Wait, what? It's not love, it's likes. Oh, so it's okay. Tony likes trains. Should be loves. It could be. Cowboy Man is running this weekend. You talking about Mark? Talking about Mark Walker? Um, Cowboy did a crew training this morning. Yo, Brandon was part of that. Um, they did a crew qualification extra to Framingham today. And that's how I knew there wasn't gonna be. Yeah, never mind. I can't say too much. Um, Tyler W. Who is that? Yes, him. Who is Tyler? Who is Tyler? Every time I turn around, y'all be bringing up a new name I've never heard of. Who is Tyler? Who is Tyler, guys? You don't know who he is? What? I don't know no Tyler. BLT Tony is an inside joke, Steve. I like fooling around with him. I just replaced the T in TLT with BLT. Tony says, Steve. Bro, what? He's an engineer, YouTuber, Steve. Okay. BLT must stand for Boston Lakes Train. OMG, bro. I think I'll solve this joke. Um, he's the best MB engineer on the MBTA Loki. I have my own favorite. I have my own favorite. He has trained over 175 of the engineers here. He is a great man and he tells me things and he's my favorite. Tony, are you seeing him Saturday or Sunday? BRB, let me find a video for you, Steve. All right, thank you, Tony. Yo, Tony, if you can send it to me on Facebook because I can't press on anything in the chat here, and for some reason I can't even look at my own live on another device. Logged into myself at least. So engineer, if they give a horn show, it's nice. I like the engineer that tells me things, that tells me, hey, shut your mouth, but this is what's running on this extra today, and this is what's coming up, and hey, don't you never saw this, but look at this picture because this is what's coming up, and I'll be like, that's my dude. I don't have Facebook. Okay, okay. Steve, he's on 704, 719 on weekends. Tony said, what? Steve, I have Tony's number. Yo, tell dude and he'll tell me. Tell dude and he'll tell me. Um, I don't like my number being put out. I don't blame you. It would be a cold day in hell before I put my number out here. Yep, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Don't blame you one bit. Or if you want, ask for anyone that has my number and send me a message. Tell me who you are and just tell me what's going on. And I'm always here to listen. I'm always interested in what's going on, guys. Um, well, we've gone for 1 hour and 18 minutes without Maddie. You trying to jinx it, bro? You better knock on wood. Yeah, that's like knock on wood. Um, they should call for a celebration, right, guys? We should be popping bottles over here. Um, Alex told me it's 2 years ago, phase three. What are we talking about? Yeah, Tony was one of the lucky people that got one of my channel memberships. Bruh, Revo Switcher. Revo Switcher is behind the Steve Yard. Tony said stop. Yeah, don't play with Tony, guys. Leave if y'all no. You know what? Hold on here. All right, hold on. Give Tony some blue here. Even though I like seeing the green, I really do. But give Tony some blue. Tony said hi, Eric. Give Tony some blue. Said, I like loot. Huh? I don't know if you saw hi BLT Tony. What did it say? Look, I can't spell today. Thanks, Steve. Got you, bro. I appreciate you for coming here. I appreciate each and every one of y'all that stopped by. I don't appreciate the two of you that stopped by and did not give me no like because I feel it above here. Two of y'all double tap the screen, please. Give me a like. Come on. Like, it's free. Costs you absolutely nothing. 449 has 129 tomorrow, Josh said. Thank you for the one of you that did that. Whoever was that oddball out. Forget y'all. Forget you. Bro said, oh, Joe, guilty here. Tony said I like. Joe said I forgot. All right, there we go. There we go. Thank you. Thank you guys. 8 and 8. That's what I like to see. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. We appreciate every one of you stops by, watches the videos. Every one of you that does not hit the skip button on my ads. I appreciate that too. I get paid for those as well. Um, it will have 129 next Wednesday or Thursday. Nice, nice. And you don't like Eli, right? I don't know who Eli is. I've never met the kid. The only evidence I've ever even seen of his existence is him coming in here and trolling me, and people telling me it's Eli. Like, I've never heard of this kid, had no interaction with this kid in my life, and I don't know why they feel he needs to come over here and bother me, but it's okay. We can just keep hitting hide from channel, and that's fine. I hope a heritage unit is on 449 next Thursday. Why Thursday? What's special about Thursday? Explain yourself. Always good night, guys. Hopefully I can catch LO67 on weekday, Wednesday. Tony said good night, man. Hag one. Oh, hope I do because it's gotta wait till Sunday for it. Let's see. So Tony's leaving. I leave school very early Thursday. Okay. It only runs on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday. Okay, got you, got you. Got you. Thank you for the likes, guys. Appreciate it. Whoever just liked up live, appreciate you. Much love. Anyways, bye, Joe. Have a good night. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you, bro. Oh, good night. Just heading home. Thank you, the journey. Oh, well, that crazy man, dude. Oh, I got him mad. I had him yelling in his live, and his audience was telling him to calm down. That was wild. That was wild earlier. Eric, I don't know. I have to ask him. Tony said BRB. Journey. Who, Josh W? What about whoa, whoa, whoa? Where did Josh come from? What are we bringing up Josh for? We don't. That's like talking about the devil over here. We don't talk about Josh. Josh is a deranged creature, very sick person. The journey. How was your day? What's going on? I know we're in the same time zone. I hope your husband's been fed tonight because I know you be late. I enjoyed them, which is why I asked who the engineer you mean. I am so confused on where everything's going here. Bless, bro. My day was okay. Good, good. Hope everything's going good tonight. What's for dinner? What you eating over there? You cooking me something good? Josh W hates you. You know why he hates me? Do you know why he hates me? Do you know why he hates me? Nah, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it, guys. You know why he hates me? Josh hates me because he's crazy. Josh hates me because he'll send me so many messages and then you know what the nail in the coffin was when I made Sam a moderator on the Facebook group and he left. That's why. He just mad. He's like he was being all dramatic. He's like, you didn't care about my feelings and all this. I'm like, bro, like bro's being dramatic. And right before that, he was like having a heart attack because I let Esteban in the group and saying like, oh, like you're making a big mistake and all this and like he left for a little bit because of that too and honestly I don't care if you don't like someone don't interact with them if you choose to that's on you but I'm not Josh's babysitter. Said Josh W was checking that. Did he ask Steven to leave that deceased deer on my doorstep? Like that's crazy. He's begging people, begging Arturo, begging them for my address. I wish I'd see you outside, kid. I really wish I'd see you outside my door. If I catch you outside my door, yeah, the deer's gonna have a much better life than you will. I promise you that. Don't show up in my house, y'all. I promise you that. That's absolutely crazy. Josh W is a I won't say that, but yeah. Josh W there he's deranged. We'll put it like that. He's not all there. He definitely needs some serious medication. I hope he gets the help he needs. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't wish bad on nobody, guys, but I hope he gets the help that he needs. That's all I'm gonna say on that matter. That's all I'm gonna say on that. So everyone hates him, bro. I feel bad because at the end of the day, like that's that's someone's son or brother or whatever. But like you can't argue and fight with literally everybody and say you're not the problem. It doesn't work like that. Sooner or later, you gotta realize that he is the common denominator in these things. And like it's wild. Why would I show up as Steve Leovillard? That's weird. Yo, right? He said, I can sleep though, right? Yo, that man is sad. And I don't later, bro, on my way home. All right, get home safe. Have a good night, Journey. Maybe I'll see you on your live later. If you pop up on the screen, I'm gonna end here and I'll go over there. We'll have a good conversation. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Thank you for the like. Yeah, Josh is wild, guys. Josh is disturbed. When did he even start this? Yo, I don't know exactly when it was, but he didn't seem as bad at first, but he would send me like a lot of messages. Like I'm gonna give y'all an example. There was one time I went to sleep and I woke up in the morning and I had 45 messages while I was sleeping from this dude. Like, calm down. Calm down. When I gave him a chance, it didn't work out. Yeah, Tim. Tim didn't know better too. Tim was an innocent bystander in this too. Tim was a victim just like the rest of us. Um, I mean, the Josh that's here or a different Josh? No, it's a different Josh. That Josh will not be here. You will not find him on my channel. I promise you that. He unfollowed me. I don't care. Unsubscribe. Great. Great. And then um dude got mad, blocked me, unblocked me, started sending me mad messages, tried to apologize, and then when I wouldn't answer that, he blocked me again. Willy Wonka chocolate bars. This dude is like this. How do I describe him? All right, so like y'all know that dude, Little Rocket Man from North Korea. If you mixed him with Aaron from the Millbrook Railroad, like something like along those lines, if that makes sense, type deal. You know? So yeah, he's a little. That's sad though. It honestly is. I feel bad for him, but you can only feel bad for people to a certain degree. You know, because at some point they just cost more trouble than they're worth. And when he came around, the only thing like if he just posted in the group and shut his mouth, I wonder if you've seen 32.8 MBTA Reeville Yard. If you will see 3248's in Rochester, bro. That's in Rochester. Both of the gensets went back down there. Um, what was I talking about? Um, I don't even remember, y'all. I thought they were both at Rochester right now. Yeah, they are both at Rochester. Neither of them are at Reedville. Neither of them are at Reedville. As far as I know, both piano Lex units are still at BET. Talking about Josh W. Oh, Josh, I seen him at Reedville, and like that was Tim's fault too. Tim, if you're watching, I still have not forgiven you for that, Tim. Because bro knows I did not want to see Josh. And what does he say? Oh, bro, there's this extra come to Reedville, and then I'm sitting there like, And that was the day, never mind, never mind. So now we'll start a whole other subject, and we're not gonna do all that tonight. But yeah, guys, Josh is I don't know, and you guys, and that's the point after he's been doing all this crazy stuff, and obviously he's Josh said, "Tim, you still here? Tim, are you out there, bro? Tim, step up stage. Where are you?" Um, that's after he's doing all this crazy stuff. Like, if I'm not responding to your messages, if you see me in person, Tim said, "Yeah, I'm here." Um, if you see me in person, if I don't talk to you, if you send me 5,000 messages and I'm not responding at all, and you see me in person, don't try to talk to me. Don't try to approach me. You can acknowledge that you see me. I can acknowledge that I see you, but if you see me out there, I'm trying to make my video. I'm not trying to be social. I like some of you guys. I've enjoyed meeting some of you. I've become honestly kind of friends with some of y'all. But for the most part, I like to be left alone. Um, Dave didn't forgive you yet, Tim. Yeah, Tim, that was bad. That was bad. We're talking about Josh at Reedville. Yeah, that was bad. That was an interesting day. So that was also the day I met the yardmaster dude at Reedville too. That was the first time meeting him, right after the extra. Right after Tim left. Oh, I think it's funny because, I know me and Steve are still chill with each other. Yeah, me and Tim are friends. Me and Tim are cool. Um, so, I guess, when, Steven seen, Josh at Reedville, Steven said that he had to go, and, like, Josh was like, "Oh, like, peace out," and Steven didn't actually leave. He was, like, sitting in his truck for a while, blah, 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 and, like, I guess Josh was watching him and then texted him when he actually left, like, whatever it was, 30, 40 minutes later, whatever, which is actually wild. I'm like, "Bro, got your plate. You probably put a track on your truck and everything. Who knows?" Josh, yeah, Josh, do you wanna retract your question? I will answer it if you want me to, but do you want to retract your question? Because 'Cause I'm trying to be nice. But, if you're gonna ask me questions, you're gonna give the honest answer, so, um, I'm gonna give you the chance. Do you really want me to answer that? I will, but if you really want me to answer that, I think you can use your power of observation and guess where that's at. Bro said yes. Okay, so after Bro showed up here, like y'all seen, he sent me a long message. And honestly, I skimmed through it. I never really fully read it because at the same time, I was honestly, he did apologize. Did I agree with some of the things he sent me apology? No. But I received a screenshot from somebody else he had also sent that night of some, we'll call it a racist picture saying, "Oh, it's Steve." So that was out the window. I am not here to talk bad about him, but I do not. What did Charlie do to you? Okay, so this is my thing. Charlie will send me messages, act like we're cool, ask what's going on in Rochester, but Charlie will go talk to other people and talk bad about me, and even said to other people that he didn't know, like, "Oh, like I thought you were a bad person because you were associated with Steve." I'm like, this kid's like seen me like 3 times in his life, maybe for like 10 minutes apiece. Like you don't know me. And then he's out there talking about me and he wanna say like, "Oh, it was because of Josh, and Josh made me think you were a bad person." If you didn't realize that Josh was cooked in the head and you think that I'm the problem, I don't even wanna spend the 5 seconds to entertain whatever else you got going on. If you're gonna act like a child, I didn't receive no child support. The state of Massachusetts sent me no money to take care of you, and for those reasons, I'm out. So, if you're gonna act like a child and, do some childish stuff, I'm not gonna entertain that. Oh, great. So that's why you don't talk to him in the group chat. I don't feel the need to go, unlike him, I don't feel the need to go and send messages around to people that are talking about me. You know what I mean? Like he had every opportunity to say, "Hey, Steve, this is my problem with you. This is whatever." But no, he wants to smile in my face and talk about me behind my back, and then I got multiple people sending me messages, "Hey, Charlie's saying this about you, Charlie's saying that about you." I'm like, "Why am I on Charlie's mind? Because 'Cause I'm not out here worried about what he's doing." You know? It's just people move funny, and I don't appreciate that, you know? It's not like I'm mad at him or holding some grudge, because that's not the case. But I'm not here to make friends, and I'm definitely not his friend, and I'm not gonna go entertain childish behavior. I'm really not. I'm an adult. He is a kid, basically. He's technically an adult, but he doesn't act like one. And that's up to him, you know. But I'm not gonna if I find people disrespecting me, I'll just go my separate way. I'll do my thing. And guess what? We'll see where we both end up, you know? I don't need him. I never did, never will. I don't do this for him. But you know, he said I'd never do that to you, Steve. Eric, I don't I wanna meet Eric, guys. Eric seems interesting. Seems like a very interesting character. But yeah, it's not worth the time, guys. It's not worth the frustration. Because what am I gonna do? Go get involved with some little kids drama? No. You know, am I holding grudges? No. Do I have any ill will against Charlie? No. But I'm not gonna get involved in the kid drama, you know? That's not what I'm here for. I'm that's you know, so Charlie has been the only single human being I have removed from the Rails and Mass community on Facebook. I did still let him come to the channel. He can come here if he wants to. He doesn't have to. Doesn't make the same difference to me. I don't follow him. He's more than welcome to follow me if he wants to. If he doesn't want to, I'm gonna sleep great. Did you read above about what I said about Reedville, Steve? What did you say? What did you say, Eric? Track two signal is working again. Oh yeah, I heard them doing everything over the radio the other day when I was listening in. I'm talking about that Dana, right? I was at Reedville last Friday. I didn't see that either. Interesting. Yeah, one of y'all just asked me to go to Reedville. Is it Josh? One of y'all asked me to go to Reedville. I will make Reedville happen for you, I promise. Maybe tomorrow. I haven't made a video in a little while, so maybe I'll make the time tomorrow. Definitely, yeah, it was Josh. Shar's travel, welcome. How are you? Char, it was a very interesting night last night in your life, and it kind of spilled over into today. We'll get back into that in a little bit. But thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. Don't forget to give me a like on the way in. Thank you. But it was Char. I went to his live earlier, Char, and I had his blood boiling. This man was yelling, and his supporters were telling him to calm down. I'm referring to the part where Franklin spits off. Where, when will they return to normal? You're talking about track three. How much more repairs does Amtrak have? I haven't been over there in weeks, honestly. So I don't know what's been going on, but that track has been out of service for a long time. And like from my understanding, that entire electrical vault was blown out pretty much. And so you gotta obviously replace the vault itself, but you got miles of cable coming in through pipes from here and there, and that all gotta be pulled back out, replaced at least the very end, and brand new wire pulled in. It's a whole lot that it's not a quick fix. There was a lot of problems that went down that day. That was back in the summer, and you could still tell it's not fixed today. I meant overall, Steve, the repairs. I haven't been keeping up to date with that, honestly. I haven't been keeping up to date with that. I will if I make it over there tomorrow, I will try to see what's going on. At least see fly down to the end of the other service track, the other end away from the station, and see what's going on as far as work down there on the corridor. Um, what are you talking about? 1833, 2026. What are we talking about? Friday will be 50. Yes, it will be 50, but we're also expecting rain. So I'm gonna try to what's the topic? Sorry, we have 50 different topics going on right now. We were talking about new paintscapes coming around. We're talking about this area around us that has some there's an electrical fire and shut down one of the tracks and caused a bunch of havoc. And we were talking about that. Cameraman, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Um, I was at Reedville the day the bird chipped the wire down and destroyed the signal hut. Further down from there, Eric, I was actually working at the building right next to Reedville. I was on my lunch break the day that happened, and there was some other arcing going around. I actually recorded it. It's in one of my YouTube shorts. But they had some problems going on. Like there were signs of trouble before that, but that was the day everything that track was shut down and it still has not been reopened since. Cameraman says, Shara's travel. Greetings, dear. Shara said, greetings, camera. Would you fight Josh W? Yo, you're asking the real questions, bro. You're asking the real questions. If he wanted to, if he had a problem and that's what he needs to resolve it, I will knock him down and we can move on from there. But I'm not going to pick a fight with him. I feel bad for him, you know? He's not honestly, I think he honestly might be he might be a threat to himself. He might be a threat to other people, but I'm not afraid of him. I'm not, he's a little like barely 5 foot tall little hillbilly Asian dude. Like, I don't know. We're not, yeah. So, okay, sure. You're asking good questions. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to head out. Nice seeing you, Steve. Night, everyone. Eric, thank you for joining me. Have a good night, brother. I appreciate you. Village cook. Ain't no village cook. Village food season. And Shar. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you exactly what village is. We're gonna explain village. Village is someone that's well known over on like the Journey side, the all that side, that whole like wider community. Even people the Journey don't talk to no more. But he's been to every one of those lives. He was looking for you. He must have been in the bushes last night in her live and heard the magic words watch hours, because that's what brought him to your channel. It is no coincidence. He want to act like he come out of thin air. He knows what he was doing there. He is there to target you. So what pretty much Village does is Village is a hacker. He is a hacker from India, and he wants you to come over there and send him money in his ghetto voodoo Pakistan pay, and he is 100% there for money. He said, "Oh, they don't come to my live. They don't support Village no more." No, 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 no. Village will come. Village runs a live stream, okay? So you can go over there and you can share your link, and people in his live stream will watch your video or whatever. But I'm telling you, you don't want to mess over there. You don't want to go over there. There's nothing good for you over there. And he also, yeah, yeah. You're just beginning to see. We're just getting started here, Bashar. So he like people like Special. I don't know if you know who Special is. Special used to come over journeys. I don't care here. We call names all day long. Where's Spiral? Good question. Spiral probably busy tonight. But yeah, Special went over there and she paid Village money to get a bunch of like thousands of subscribers that aren't real, and views that aren't real, and watch hours that aren't real. But the thing is, when she stopped paying Village, no one's coming to her channel because these people are only interested in one thing and one thing only, and that's your money. So if you're looked at as a potential income source to them, they'll come to you all day long. They'll come over there like vultures. But you don't want that. Look at you might put some views on your video. Number one, the watch hours are not going to reflect the views. Number two, you're going to get a bunch of comments on your videos in some other voodoo language that aren't going to make sense. It's going to devalue your videos. And even if you go over there and you don't even ask him to share nothing for you, if he sees you in that chat, he'll be like, "Oh, Sister Char, Sister Char." And he'll put your link out there, and all his crazy voodoo companions will go to your video and they'll watch for 2 seconds. So YouTube ain't going to show it to nobody no more, because they're gonna say, "Oh, the average viewer duration, the number of people still watching of a 30-second mark down," and he'll do that, and then you'll not only get that. I banned Josh W from my end. He unfollowed my channel. He can go somewhere. They'll come over there and they'll do that, but they'll leave a bunch of like comments on your video that make it obvious that they had no interest in your video, and I'm telling you, they're like cockroaches. Even if you don't invite them, if they find you over there, they're gonna bring your channel down. Because you know what? They'll come over there. Let's say you post a video. Let's say then Village shares it. Village might share it. 10 people go over there, they watch it for 2 seconds. And YouTube said, "Damn, this video was watched for a couple seconds by everybody. Everyone seems like they're not interested." They leave, and he act like he doing you a favor. He ain't doing you no favor. What he really wants is money, and I'm not talking cheap money. I'm talking a lot of money. He wants to sell you watch hours by the thousands. And he'll press click, 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 and they'll be there. But you know what? YouTube knows what he's doing. YouTube used to, Village used to have a much bigger channel, a lot, like hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and YouTube caught him and they took that from him. They took his channel down, and then that's how he ended up with the channel he has now. But if I did yesterday was the first time I seen him in a while because I've been avoiding over there like the plague. You still see him in the circle sometimes, and he's in these other people's streams, and some people they either don't know or they just ain't there yet. But you'll see like there's less and less of them every time. But now, you would see like his upcoming live stream, and it would say like 35,000 people waiting for this live stream. Like it was clearing. You like the number of likes on his videos, like 37,000 likes. Like he's a hacker. That's what he is. That's what he does. And he wants to go over here and play victim, and he wants to come over here and target you. And that's why I said exactly this is exactly what's going on. This is why, I can't stop you from going over there. If you want to go over there and look at what's going on for yourself, you're more than free to. But I want you to know, hey, this is what you're getting into. You and him was going back and forth the entire time. Shar, I went to his live today and he was screaming at me. He was screaming at me and he tried to rash me. And he's like, oh, like talking about like, oh, Journey doesn't even like you and blah 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 and like all this. I'm like, yo, I just he got mad and I was laughing. Even even his sister told him to calm down. And that was wild. So, it's but he's from Pakistan. He's a hacker. That's literally what he is. I don't know. I've heard rumors he used to work for YouTube, and that's how he can do these things. But whatever he does, it sets off red flags. And I'm telling you, if you bring that to your channel and YouTube sees it, everything that you work for they'll take it from you real quick, just like they took his channel. And I don't want to see that happen to you. You've been working hard to build your channel, build those watch hours, and it's not worth it. Um, I was trying not to get involved in the deer thing. Um, Yo, is that was wild to me, Josh. That was wild to me. That like who even thinks like that? You know what I mean? And let alone going to beg everyone for my address to leave it at my door, like I'm not gonna find out. Like the people that actually, the very few people that actually do know where I live aren't gonna tell me. He's just not the brightest. But we're gonna pray for him. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. Cause he's a lost cause, guys. I don't mean that disrespectfully, but like he's just very far gone. That's kind of scary. I don't know. I don't know. But Char, thank you for listening to my little rant there. But yeah, that's exactly what happened. Yes, I did. I got fully monetized this morning. This morning was the day I was happy. So I got the partial monetization on Christmas and I got the full monetization today. Char said we are family reals. Yes, and you know what? That's why, I could have sat there and but you don't want to that's a whole can of worms you don't want to open, and I understand where you're at, and you're like, oh, this person that everybody knows, and like maybe it sounds like another supporter for you or whatever. I'm telling you, trouble knocked at your door. If I were you, hit that hide from channel button. Hit that hide from channel button. He's gonna bring you more problems than it's worth. You can do what you want, but that's my recommendation to you, because you're working hard for this. If you wanna go see what kind of shortcuts he's trying to sell you, that's at your risk. But I'm telling you, he ain't here to support for free. He wants to see if you're a potential source of income. If you seem like you even might have money, he might even, do something just to show you what he can do. I have 1,013 watch hours. I'm gonna be straight up where I am with watch hours, guys. I lost credit for over 1,000 watch hours early on because I did a bunch of like they were mostly from live streams and other things, and I made them private after. And I didn't know that, because even though they were public at one time, I didn't know YouTube would take that back. So I actually got a notification for the 4,000 watch hours after I got the valid three. And it took me, what was that? Somewhere around 11 days to get the next 1,000 hours between the 3,000 and the 4,000. I cleared the 4,000 or probably around like closer to 3,100 as of this morning. So I mean the 4,100, excuse me. So I am now fully monetized here. It was not an easy road. It was not an easy road, and yeah. But you know what? If I had to start over again, I would. I would, because I know I could. It took me a long time to figure out, like, like my early videos are not in the style that you see today. It took me a long time to develop the style, figure out how I wanted to do things. And this channel is, it's done a lot better than I think. It's taken 4.5 years for me to get 1,000. I posted my first video a little not too much longer than a year ago. I haven't been here like that. I haven't been here, and that's what, one other person, I'm not even gonna mention their name right now, but like they were just, like doing sloppy stuff, and like I asked them just out of curiosity, like, how long have you been doing this? And they told me 4 years, when I was thinking like they're not even a fraction of where you are, you know? But they're out here, never mind, because Imma say it and you're gonna know who it is. Josh W barely has any hours. Like, y'all, like, hold on, we can bring up some studio, guys. We can bring up YouTube Studio, and let's actually look at where some of these videos are going, okay? So this is my latest video, okay? We're gonna go video performance. We have 1,821 views and 180 watch hours. Like, that's like my just the last video I posted. And we got 28 subscribers from that. Oh, sorry. I think I am doing good so far, Real. Sure, you are. But you gotta just be consistent with it, and you gotta do the same thing I did. Cause you know what? You gotta come in front of the camera. I hate it myself. It took a long time for you to see me on this side of the camera. It wasn't always like that, and I started doing it with the restream, and I would just be in the background. But I never wanted to come in front of the camera. If I had it my way, I would record videos, I would edit videos, I would have a volunteer narrator, and that would be my ideal situation. But you know what? I asked and I looked around and nobody wanted to do it for me. And you know what? I had to do it myself. And but you know what? Since I have, it's been working out. And the videos where I actually tell people what's going on, the views go up, the watch hours go up. They do better. They do a lot better. And I did. I once I saw that, I was like, damn, I'm kind of stuck like this now. But if you're out there, anybody, and if anyone's ever told you you sound like Morgan Freeman and you want to volunteer, the Rails of Mass is looking for you. How many subs you got? Are you talking to me? If you are talking to me, the current subscriber count is 2,297. So honestly, it was at 2,296 when I started the live. I picked this up a time. I lost one during this live and then I gained two. So whatever, I get most of my subscribers now from long form videos. That's where the majority of my subscribers come. A good long form video will bring you 15, 30, even 50 subscribers from where my channel's at right now. The shorts, I don't get as many subscribers. I may get a couple, sometimes I won't get any. But the long form videos are where it's at. And the lives, I tend to grab a few. If I do like a live like this length, I'll tend to grab a few. But that's if I even come up stage like this and talk to y'all. You may beat mine soon. What do you got? How many you got? But I've only like I haven't been here for years, guys. I've been doing the drone videos for less than a year. The drone videos really started like this summer. So the channel as you know it has only been in this style for maybe 7 months or something like that. I do good with live stream like five. I got 5,372. So I've been getting about 100 subs a week right now. That's where I'm at. I've been getting at least for the past few weeks, I'm getting about 100 new subscribers every week. That's where the channel's growing. I hope as I start pushing harder and putting out more videos. I hear L008, bro. That I don't know why you're having up the L008 like that. It's just kind of like the middle of the night boring run, But I hope, as we keep growing, that number will go from 100. But, I remember when I'd be lucky if I got one subscriber. I used to be happy if I got one subscriber in the day, and I'd be like, yeah. And now, I'll see like I'll get like 10 on this and 15 on that. And sometimes that makes me happy. Sometimes I'm like, I expected more. But you gotta keep realizing the bar keeps going up as you move along. I see the train track from my window. That's dope. I'm jealous of that actually. One thing I do miss is when Bay Colony went through here because when like one of the last Bay Colony trains went through Needham Junction, I didn't even know I could see it from my porch, but I did. And I was like, wow. But I remember them cutting through to going towards Dover, going back towards Mayfield Junction, and that's just something you don't see no more. The last train, what was that? It's been almost coming up on 20 years since that last train went through, which is kind of crazy now. Eli said he may be here soon. All right, if Eli starts coming in and trolling guys, we will call it a night. I'll be ready to ban him. Yeah, he gotta go. Rails, how was your day? Shar, my day was good, thank you. What about you? I got lucky. I did not have to go across the world. I am gonna be safe down here for at least the next probably about 4 weeks. Well, I might have to go up there after that, maybe. But for now, we're here. I am grateful for that. I get to stay in the area. I am not going to New Hampshire for now. It's not off the table altogether, but it's for now. I am good, and that made me happy. Hope everything went well for you today. Work was good. Anybody that's in here with me, feel free to connect with Shar's Travel. Subscribe to her. Let's give Shar some blue here. Shar, you kind of standing out like a gypsy over there. Let's fix that. And we're gonna give Shar some nice blue so she can keep track of y'all. Shar said yes, work was good. That's good. I feel like we are already at Wednesday right now, but we're not, even though we're about to be. I feel like Monday was so long. It felt like 2 days. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna try to get y'all a couple of videos up this week. I took the weekend off. I did not make a single video, which was the first weekend in a long time. I will get y'all Josh, you asked for Reedville. I will make you that Reedville video. Hopefully tomorrow, if not very soon. I will go back to BET soon for you guys, show you what's going on over there. I probably will not make it to Rochester this week based on my schedule, but hopefully, not this weekend, but next weekend I can make it back down there. Keep your eyes out for Eli on the days I can't join. That's why I got plenty of blue going on in here now. I intend to do this every month, but every month I'll come around and I'll just strip down all the blue. All gone. And then I will re-give it out as I see appropriate as people come back in. But you give it out, and the next thing you know, you see people coming in here that are standard moderators, and you're like, have I even seen you before? Obviously, I have because I gave you the blue, but I'm like, I don't remember these people. So if they don't come back regularly, that's a good way to physically see who comes back and who does not. What's the longest video you made? The longest video I made was my air video. It was just over an hour long, and I cut it down because it was gonna be longer than that. There was a lot of editing involved in that, but I spent like 4 hours making the video physically there on scene, and then don't even get me started on the editing side of it. Longest I made was 42:13. When I put out the air video, I wasn't sure how it was gonna do. We'll bring up the studio for that too, just because we're talking about it here. Um, so the air video got 1,854 views and 341 watch hours, as well as 22 additional subscribers. Josh W doesn't even have 200 subs. I'm not. So I don't say I'm not. I'm one of the people that does not subscribe to him. And when I first started here, I'm not trying to say this disrespectfully, but like I really cared more about like connecting with every channel that was like mine because I needed that base audience. But now I honestly don't need it. I have enough of a base audience where if I have something that's interesting, YouTube will make sure it finds who it's meant to find. But I don't. There's a lot of you guys. Now, I'm not saying anyone in here right now specifically, but a lot of you that like subscribe to me, you come here and I haven't either. I don't even check if I'm subscribed to some of you. Some of you I am, but some of you I like you guys. I appreciate interacting with you. But as far as the content that you put out, there's just nothing there for me. I go here. I will if someone cool with me, if they need support, I will go watch your videos. I will run your playlist. I will make sure you're supported. But as far as just watching your video for like from the general like interest perspective, I don't. I don't. There's way too many of you. There's honestly. There's so many channels with the same trains, and there's so many names, and I be mixing up who's who, and it's hard to keep track of. It really is. Sure, you know I subscribe to you because you know I wouldn't even find you live otherwise. But I'm talking about like a lot of these train channels that are like mine. Like I don't know who these people are. There's so many of them. I can't keep track of it. Never mind. Josh W has 413 subs. If they knew his true colors, that number would go down by 400. But Josh has managed to go like, and Shar, you don't understand because like like we're here on YouTube, but like the Rails of Mass is also a Facebook community. And it's not like, it's not like a support thing. It's just kind of like for people that are actually like interested in like the general things that are happening like right out here. So we just passed 600 members yesterday. And these Facebook groups are like, this kid comes into all these different groups and he just starts with everyone and gets kicked out and kicked out and kicked out. It says, "There's a problem." Right. I didn't kick him out, Shar. I didn't kick him out of mine. He chose to leave. Did I do something to make him want to leave and make someone a moderator? Yes. But this dude literally threatened to leave a deceased animal at my doorstep or ask like beg someone for my address so he could bring it here. Like these people are cooked, and it ain't they some it ain't they ain't all we're messing up with. So which I'm in that group. Real you on Facebook Reels? I'm on Facebook, yeah. I'll show you here, Shar. Shar, this is me. I'm out here. Steve Hurley. If you want to find me over there, I'm on Facebook. So I have Facebook as my individual profile. I have the Rails of Mass page and the Rails of Mass group. The page is not doing as well as the group, but the page is much newer than the group, and I also put a lot less effort into the page. But we're out there. So the YouTube is just like, the place for the videos, I guess you could say. I'll post some little clips of the videos I make on I'm not on my personal Facebook, but on like the page or like on the in the group, but I don't share train related stuff on my personal profile because this is like a separate world from real life, I guess you could say. And my Facebook, also on IG. I have Instagram too, but I don't use Instagram really. The only time I even use Instagram is when I'm talking to Spiral. I messaged you 6 days ago. Josh, I meant to get back to you. I did. I do remember that. Let me go find that right now, matter of fact. Da, 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 da. Okay. Because I had a problem with Messenger, I don't have your message. I accepted the message request, but it's literally blank now. Um, hello the Are we gonna say hello the Rails? That's how you can tell where people come from. That's one way you can tell where people come from. If they come from somewhere where I support, they will call me Rails. If they know who I am, they will call me Steve. That is how you can really tell just by looking who is who. That is a great way of telling who's who. People I have just known from YouTube, and like I see any other live streams I interact with, they will call me Rails. I have no problem with that. Um, I'll resend one. All right, I got you, Josh. I got you, bro. But I don't know. I'd be weary of people that be in social circles where I know that don't like me, and that includes you. Honestly, I said E. So yeah, you always gotta be aware of people because people like to talk, and you already know how that web. We already talked about this an hour ago with how damn Charlie and shit. So that's literally where I'm at with that. But I'm willing to. I remember you wanted me to make you a moderator over there, so I'm willing to negotiate with you right now, right here. If you, I will check the activity log later. If you can become a rising contributor, you can have Jake's spot sold. So that's my offer to you. If you want it, it's yours. So you let me know what you think of that. We don't necessarily need more moderators over there, but I'm willing to make that one replacement. Still valid for the Facebook group. That's my offer to you. That's my offer. If you can become a rising, not even a top contributor, none of that. If you can become a rising contributor, you can have a spot. because he has literally done one moderator thing for me ever, and everyone else of them, all the other mods do great things for me every day over there. We just passed 600 members today. I remember when I started that group, what was it, a year ago, August, and I was member number one. I was there by myself. After a little effort, I had 34 people, and honestly, I didn't know if it was ever going to get past 34 people. And now we're getting more and more every day, every day. So I'll offer for it. Yeah, I am new to this YouTube stuff. I have a lot to learn. Char, we all have a lot to learn, but you know what? We're all figuring out along the way. We're helping each other, and we're all gonna make it happen. Um, yeah, Tim is an OG member. Tim was with me in the Tim might have been probably honestly in the original handful of people. Tim has been there since the beginning. Tim is like one of the highest valued members, the highest valued members of my community over there on Facebook. Um, Josh said I usually go on Facebook every hour. Like I be seeing what's going on, guys. I choose not to. Sometimes I choose to just see what's going on. I don't want to get involved. Even sometimes they'll be tagging me in things and like asking me, like, Steve, you know about this? Like, depending on where it is, I don't go over there, guys. I don't. I might look at what's going on. For the most part, I don't plan on responding because y'all try to make it two different things. Where it could just be, okay, guys, this is what's going on. But y'all want to make it like a more friendship, social thing, and I'm not about that. I'm not about that because I'm not with that drama. I don't get what you're saying, bro. Um, check. Yeah, y'all be harassing Tim. Shar said Tim welcome. Tim said hi, Shar's travel. But yeah, guys, that's where we at. I don't even remember what the heck we were talking about now, honestly. We're just kind of bouncing around from conversation to conversation, topic to topic, but there's nothing wrong with that. It's been a cool interaction with you guys tonight. But yeah, Josh, that offer stands. If you want to become one of those rising contributors, your application is valid. Tim, what do you think? If you heard all that. Well, I've been here in the Rails of Mass group since day one. When you got banned from Mike Chapman regarding the private cars. No, Mike Chapman didn't ban me from the private cars. Mike, that was somebody else. That was I can't remember his name. I think it was he got me so mad. I honestly can't remember his name for the life of me. But Mike Chapman did the same thing from the Cape Cod Rail fans group. But Willie and them got me back in there because Mike's just out of his mind. Hey guys, yo, bro. If you're gonna start harassing me, I take back my offer. Y'all wild. Um, like I said before too, y'all. If you are out there, if anyone has ever told you you sound like Morgan Freeman and you want to be my video narrator, I'm looking for you. Please step up to the front. If you sound like Denzel Washington, we will accept you too. I am very interested. We would love a narrator. Oh, so Tim, you know that thing. You know that acquired decoratory item from that extra, you know what I'm talking about. I think I'm gonna have that made into stickers, and those will be for sale soon. What do you think, Tim? Obviously, I'll just give you one. My moderators, you are more than you can have stickers, but it'd be it's 6 inches by 1 foot. What do you think? What do you think? I was looking into it. I think I'll order like 50 of them to start off, and like I think it'd be cool to have that as a sticker for people. What do you think about that, Tim? Let me know what your opinion is before we either way, no one I won't publicly talk about it until they're physically here. But like I was looking into the price of the stickers earlier for that size, and it's definitely I think it could be worth it. So let me know what you think about seeing like big stickers like that. and other things coming soon. I'm still looking into hoodies and sweatshirts and things. 1026 is leading 1945, Josh said. Josh got the trackside window view, guys. Very jealous. Very jealous. Sorry, I missed a little bit of that. Stickers for what? Tim, remember that thing I got that you helped me get by telling me, hey Steve, go, now's your chance. I think I'm gonna have that made into stickers. So people could have their own. You know what I mean? I know all the sets in my head. I don't. I don't pay attention to what has what cab car, what has, you know what I mean? It just never really interested me. My focus, especially now this time of year, is extras and rare things. You know what I mean? We're kind of on autopilot, trying to just get through the winter. Still doing some like series videos, but for the most part, we're toning it down a little bit. Once summer comes back around, y'all see me back out there, tape every weekend. Tim said, "Yeah, I think so." Yeah, so I think it would be nice. So what? So I still have the thing. It would be like Jesus, what was it? Because they're big. What was it? So it would come out to about $3 a sticker for my cost. If I'd started like at least 50 of them. If I got more than that, it would bring the cost down. But for a sticker of that size, it would be about $3 a piece. I can like I think it'd be worth. I think it'd be like I think some people would want it. I would want one if it was offered. Cameraman, what you over there? Cameraman. I forgot which extra. I'm talking about hold on. I'm gonna send you a message, Tim. I'm gonna send you a message, bro. All right, Tim, I sent you a message. Let me know what you think. Let me know your opinion. I'd like to start offering things like that in a little store here. I know the real fans would be interested. Oh, that, yeah. What do you think, Tim? That's a good idea. Would you like to see stickers like that out there? I hear 1026, Josh said. Shar said still here. Thank you, Shar. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, Tim, what do you think, bro? Like that's a good idea. No. What do you think? Spiral the Spiral King. Tim said I like that word. Yeah, well, that's definitely gonna be something coming soon. I gotta get a little more information because there were like a couple different options, and I gotta find out exactly what's gonna look like what and how the way they're cut out. But like, that's coming very soon. Be offering those very soon. When they come, obviously, I'll just give you one, and if anyone else wants one, they can have that option. I hear 1026 is lawnmower sound. Y'all are young. Y'all don't know. The gen sets were the lawnmowers before all this. Before we even had 3Cs. Y'all don't know. Times are changing, guys. A lot of things are, getting rebuilt or retired. I train myself. Got like one of the last outbounds. Stuck in the last outbound, I think. Unless it's a dead hit back. You guys, we don't use our layover yard out here no more. No more sets sitting and need them overnight. I'll see what set it is. Let us know. Yes, for sure. Everything changes. Yes, Shar. I wish I had some of the videos that I had back in the day because there's just things that like I just kind of I didn't appreciate back then, but now they don't exist no more. Um, it's the 10, 29, 17, 12, 18, 22 set. Bro knows every set. I wouldn't even be able to tell you what's for the single cab car out there, honestly. I don't pay attention to that like that. things go right by me sometimes, and I don't even like notice. Especially now, like if I'm making videos, a lot of times things will pass right in front of me. I really can't look at them like that. Like I might have a camera on the ground recording it, but I'm focused on being in the air and not flying into a building as opposed to what's right in front of my face. Um, when does the Needham Bridge replacement start? I saw something, Tim. It was I think at the end of the month, there's like a weekend closure, like in the entire weekend, no service. Let me check real quick. I want to say it's the end of the month. Alert, rail, Needham, do on Saturday, January 31st and Sunday, February 1st, there will be no commuter rail service between Needham Heights and South Station on the Needham line. Passenger can use buses, Orange Line, and Green Line service as alternatives. So I'm assuming that's what it's for. Passenger, no bus at Hersey. Yes. So that's for the bridge replacement, Tim. So it's going to be happening the weekend of January 31st and February 1st. So I honestly might go out there and see that because, by the time the bridge gets replaced again, I'm going to be replaced. So might be worth checking out. Might even be cool if I could set up somewhere and sit there for like a while and even get like a time lapse of things of like when they pull out the old bridge or whatever, drop in a new one. Could be interesting. Are you going to film that replacement? I might, but that's the whole other end of the month. I can't tell you what's gonna be going on for me at that point, I can only live in the moment. I would like to see it, but we'll see what else is going on there too, you know? Like, let's say for instance, 11/28 was coming up that weekend or something like that, or like something was out there worth seeing. That might not be where my priorities lie then, but, one week at a time. I'm open to the idea of it because I know every South Side one. Yo, you're one of those guys. I don't have the attention span for that. You could name me like every single pair 10 times in a row right now, and I probably maybe remember two of them at the end. I don't know, just things move around and I never paid attention to that. So yeah, guys, we're probably not gonna be here too much longer. Getting closer and closer to midnight. It's 11:22 now. Anyone else on LO8, L008 is approaching Holbrook. I wish that would become mass coastal territory, guys. I really do. Just that last little portion between Middleborough and Braintree. I think that would make a big difference. I think it would be great for mass coastal, especially if they want to start in Kingston. I haven't heard anything on that transfer station project as of lately. I'm not sure if it died or whatever, but I know the neighborhoods of Kingston were kind of trying to fight against it, and I don't know if they succeeded or if it's been delayed or what. We haven't heard anything from Chris on that in the past over a year. Yup, filming it in the station, Josh. 1072 is in Middleborough. Not for long though. I wonder if it will hold out long. I hope it goes down quickly. Because if it goes down quickly, there's a better chance that by the time our next heritage unit comes up from there, that they can come up as a pair, one for to enter service, one at one for PTC testing. Would be nice if Mass Coastal took over. Yes, Tim. Yes, it would definitely be interesting. I would love to see them operate just like the. Honestly, I want to see them not just have Middleborough, but everything like from Attleboro. You know what I mean? Or at least honestly, like how it was supposed to be for Bay Colony originally, where they're supposed to get everything east of Framingham. And Conrail, CSX, Conrail at the time, they got greedy and they kept the bone for themselves and gave Bay Colony some of the meat on the edges. That's the same thing with how the Cape Main's divided too now. You know what I mean? You got that extra couple miles beyond Pilgrim going down to Bay. because they didn't want to give up Ocean Spray. They didn't want to give up that big customer. They wanted to keep that for themselves. So they kind of cut off the end of the main line and said, "All right, like you can have what's left down there, but like this is ours." But it would have been interesting, what could have been. It's always like that. Never a dull moment though. I wonder if we'll ever see Ocean Spray get rail service again. Their siding's in pretty good shape. I wanted to record it. There's that other siding behind what's now Sam White and Sons. I recorded there. I never shared the video. Honestly, maybe I'll randomly just drop that one day. I wanted to put it I wanted to do both of the unused sidings there in Ocean Spray for a video and never got around to the second one. I just never did. I was made it down to Rochester, but honestly, like I don't have much energy left by the time I'm done with Rochester. I just want to go home. Bro said there's a possibility, yeah. I may see the southbound trip near 3 a.m. That's wild. That's wild. Bro said 3 a.m. in this weather. Well, it's honestly not terrible tonight, but it's cold. It's 32. It's free. It's literally freezing. 33 here. I don't know about down there. It's supposed to start snowing around 2 a.m. here. Guys, the end of the week's gonna be nice. I don't know if y'all seen. It's gonna be 43 Thursday, 46 Friday, 50 on Saturday, 43 on Sunday, 39 on Monday. It's like we're gonna have like it's gonna feel like summer. Watch, we're gonna see people out there in short sleeves, shorts, and everything else because people out here are crazy. I'm telling you, definitely gonna happen. What the heck? A second, guys. I'm getting lost here. Oh, by the way, Shaw, your playlist is still going on my side. We're at video number 54 right now and still going down. I don't know how many you have in there currently. I know you keep adding to it. So last I looked at it before was like 75 or something like that. Might be more now, but we're still running, just so you know. The watch hours should be like 5 days behind in studio, so you should actually be seeing like the effects of the first playlist coming up anytime that you see like 24 hours in every day. Right back with you in 1 second, guys. All right, what do we got here? Railhead in the bread, my brother working tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone. One love. Thank you for joining, Shaw. I appreciate you. Have a great night. Thank you. It's 38 down here. That's good. That's warm for especially for a winter night. That's pretty good, dude. 38's nice. Tim said, bye, Shar's travel. I'm gonna go grab coffee with the street. Why is it cut off like that? I can't see like the side of your message. I'm gonna go grab coffee when the stream ends. Coffee at this hour, bro? Really? Who drinks coffee at midnight? That's kind of wild. Yeah, we won't be here too much longer, guys. We're gonna be wrapping it up soon. If anyone has any ending thoughts or ending conversations, ending topics they want to talk about, now's your chance to bring them up in the chat. Let me know. We can talk about things before we go here. Wrap it up. Any questions? Bro said yes. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Coffee at this hour. Crazy guy. You usually drink coffee at night? Who was the inactive mod in the Facebook group? Jake. Jake did one thing, okay? I don't know if you were there for this, but we had the Cape Cod dude as a moderator before. He decided to stop posting and he is no longer he's still in the group, but he doesn't actively participate anymore. I don't know if he still checks in or whatever, but pretty much there was an issue with Pete Barrington getting removed from the group, a bunch of other people getting removed from the group, and their posts being removed. And when we realized that, we kind of, just as a precaution, we kind of put Cape Cod Dude on timeout. We took away the administrator spot from him. But at one point, he had removed Willie as as a mod. I think Willie was a moderator, and so he removed Willie from as a mod and from the group. We put Willie back in the group, but he was never re-added as a mod. But the only thing Jake ever did in the group was re-add Willie. That's the only moderator thing he's ever done. So that's everyone like Tim, Steven, Joe, Sam, they all constantly accept people or reject people as needed. But yeah, if you were to look through the activity log, Jake is the only name you will not find in here. I'll say Tim's definitely probably I'll call him my most helpful moderator. I'll say yeah, Tim's in the number one spot for that, especially based on the activity log. But the rest of them are pretty good too. They all do good for me. I've been looking in the group for the past 25 minutes. What are you looking for? You guys, side note here. I love this month's cover photo. This month we had a great cover photo contest, guys. We had more pictures than ever. We had more participation than ever. I love that. I hope to see it again next month. Very good month. Any new news about Math Coastal and Cape Cod Central? No, it's been quiet. It's their off season for Cape Cod Central. It doesn't seem like they're doing anything. Looking through old posts, yeah, but definitely some interesting stuff down there. Um, nothing big, Tim. Nothing big. We're all waiting for the FL9 to get redone. We're waiting for 1705. Those two coaches to go up for rebuild that are leaving the Cape. But nothing's happening at the moment that I know of. They're just doing a bunch of track work down there in the off season, trying to, keep the line in decent standards. But honestly, I think it's time that we just start, talking about bringing continuous welded rail down there and actually making the real upgrades. But for now, they've done a lot of work with the ballast, the ties, the switches, everything. They're continuing to do that, brush cutting. So they've been doing a lot. I hope 27 and 1705 get rebuilt. I think they will, but I think 2016 kind of killed Chris's vibes. Josh, where is this? I didn't mean to hit the thumbs up. Josh sent me this picture of 1119. Oh, it's at Chelsea. I was like, I don't recognize it. It's like, yeah, I gotta be the north side. I'm gonna spend more time on the north side soon, guys. I've been neglecting the north side. Also, have they started at West Barnstable track rebuilds yet? I believe so. I believe so. I don't have any confirmation of that, but I know they've been going hard pretty much everywhere else. I'd be surprised if they haven't. I know they got a bunch of stuff delivered there as far as rail, ties, all that, but it's been a while since they've had a major track repair there. Honestly, I think the last like real major one was the one Bay Colony did back in 2005. Obviously, it has seen work since then, but like that's the last time we did like a major rehab of the Cape Main. That was also around the time 1701 was rebuilt to the Cape Cod Central Shop, because 1706 was involved with a lot of the track work there, and then 1701 spent months in Hyannis, was rebuilt there, and then brought back up with 1706 to kind of join in with the track work, and then eventually ended up a few years later back in Millis where it's been since 2010. Got some new video says that's 1058's new horn. Damn, bro, you were out in the snow for this video. I give you props for that. Tim said, okay, I'll check the rail cam. Interesting. You can always hear it so much better in the cold too. But Tim, don't forget too that eventually when they actually go to redo that the roof and everything there at West Barnstable, those cameras are coming down for a while. So I'm gonna be very sad when they do because you probably ain't gonna see them again until summer. They mentioned it a while ago, but it hasn't happened yet. It's MS Video, Plain Street Productions. I've never met him either. I hear all these names, but I don't know most of these people, honestly. There's a lot more. Cameraman said, "Take care, fam." You too, cameraman. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Have a good night, brother. Um, I don't. A lot of these. There's a lot more people in this community that know me that I don't know them. That seems to be a trend here. More people know me than I know them, and I love it because a lot of these people seem to have an opinion of me, but have never met me. But that's okay too. Doesn't really matter. It's interesting. But yeah, guys, we're gonna be hopping off here soon. Uh, Tim over there, Josh got some enthusiasm for you, bro. Very enthusiastic about Tim. He said, "Yes, Josh." Come on, bro. You can't even give him like the same enthusiasm back. You gotta be so bland like that. Like, yes, Josh. It's like Timothy. Yes, Josh. L008 has 26 cars. Nice. I hear the train out here again. Something's going through the center. So yeah, guys. Tim said nice. All right, guys. Any final thoughts? Any final questions before we end here? Speak now or forever hold your peace. You guys are wondering what I'm playing with this an HO scale dumpster. Little fidget toy. Yeah, Josh, that's wild. But he is the one in his own really right that spread it because he's the one over there asking people for my address. Like, but that's okay. He's gonna think what he wants because he's gonna always he likes to be the victim, and I don't like people that like to be the victim. Any new train or extra upgrades? I think you meant updates. I'm assuming you meant updates, but negative. I asked. I talked to dude this morning, and there was nothing to hear. I asked him tonight, but I haven't heard back yet. Yes, bro. He is trying to blame me. Why is he still talking about this? Like, probably since we have the same name. Like I told you before, bro, like it's not too late. If you want to go get your name changed, I wouldn't blame you one bit. I'm sure you probably got ignored in the rail fan community just because you got that same name and people be like, "Oh, Josh." Oh no, I'm not dealing with that. Like I feel bad for you just because he even ruined the name. Like that's wild. Yeah, I would definitely we're gonna call we'll start calling this Josh J. Or we'll just call our other Josh fucking crazy. Excuse my language. YouTube, don't get mad at me. Yeah. I don't know, guys. I should be alright. That's why we press that not made for kids button before we come live. Interesting. That was weird. Okay, what did you say, bro? Oh. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up now here. I appreciate everyone that joined me tonight. Let me try to not forget no names here. Tim, Josh, we had cameraman, we had Charles Travel, we had Eric, we had I'm sure I'm forgetting half of you. Definitely forgetting half of you. At least nobody in the recent end of the chat that's gonna yell at me. Okay. You should fight Josh. You should fight him, Josh. Yo, Tim, you don't seem like the kind that would encourage that. I feel like Tim would fight. Nah, I don't know. Tim, that surprised me. Josh, would you like to respond to that before we leave here? Josh, what do you think about that, bro? Josh versus Josh? A fight? What do you think? Do you think you could take him? He said, I don't know. How old is this Josh? Bro said, I don't know. I want to see what Josh says before we leave, guys. Interesting. Josh said, I don't know. Ugh. MBTA 1065, welcome. Be sure to double tap, give me a like. Oh, whoever took my like back. I don't like you. We're not friends no more. Um, Dude said I have faith in you, Josh. Tim, are you gonna back him up though? Who's MBTA 1065, guys? Who are you? If I should know, I apologize, but I don't know. Who are you? You guys know who that is? I feel like I'm the only one that doesn't know half the time. Who are you? No response, Josh? Tim said he believes in you. He thinks you're gonna win. What do you think? I'm Ian. Ian, welcome. Welcome. You been here before, bro? Ian. I don't think I've met an Ian, or at least not a real fan, Ian. Don't think we've met. Have we met? I don't think so. Josh, no response. Yo, what happened, guys? Who took 2 likes back? That's how we're feeling? We went from 15, 13. That's wild. It's all good though. It's all good. All right, we're gonna be wrapping up in just a minute here, guys. I'm just looking if we get any last comments here before we head out for the night. Wrap it up. What is that in your hand? It's an HO scale dumpster. I've just been kind of fidgeting with it. Yeah, I've just been kind of little fidget toy. Thank you for whoever gave me the like back. I would like my 15th like back, but if y'all can't do that for me, that's okay. He said, I like this stream. Thank you. I had 15 before. Now it's 14. And up, down, up, down. It's all good though. All good. So Josh, no final words on Tim's comment there? No response. Ian, are you part of our Facebook community too? Ian. Ian. Who knows Ian here, guys? Do y'all know Ian? Who is Tim? Who is Josh? That means he's definitely not part of our Facebook community. Yeah, come check us out on Facebook, Ian. Come check out the Rails and Mass on Facebook. We're a group on Facebook too. We're on Facebook. We are here. Tim is one of my best moderators. Josh is probably gonna be my next. He said I don't have Facebook. Okay. How old are you, dude? Ian. I have YouTube and TikTok. All right, let's check out Ian on I said Facebook. YouTube MBTA 1065. Why is it showing me videos and not who I am looking for? It's 65, right? My live chat go. Yes. Okay, let's see. 1065. Oh, 65. Where can I find you? Where can I find your channel? Try the little at thingy. Oh, there you are. Oh, so bro doesn't have video, no content. You have no content, correct? So you just like watch videos? Interesting. Oh, either way, when you post your first, okay. So when you post your first video, I have subscribed to you. Have you been here before? Have you been to the channel before? Said, yeah. I appreciate you for stopping by, Ian. And I'm your first subscriber. So if you start posting videos one day, remember the Rails of Mass was your first subscriber. Steve Hurley was your first subscriber. He said I haven't. Well, welcome. Here on the channel, we focus on, I guess you could call it aerial railfan photography. I do a lot, mostly drone videos and that kind of thing. Try to show you guys angles and perspective you don't usually get to see, and things that aren't necessarily visible from public. My friend Josh sent you. Did Josh send you here? Did Josh send you here? Ian, I had high hopes for you until you told me that, bro. We were just talking about Josh and how he was begging people for my address to leave his dead animal at my doorstep. Um, did Josh send you here, bro? Did Josh send you? Who sent you? Where'd you come from? What brings you here tonight? Josh is I said Josh. Ian is now in the spotlight, guys. Ian, we have questions for you. Please step up front. Step up to the front. He said, yes, he did. Yo, that's wild. That's wild. So let me ask you something. Was Josh here? Was Josh here, like listening in the stream? Just be straight up with me. Was Josh here? I want to know. That's actually hilarious. You have my attention, Ian. He said, I don't know. So how did I? Guys, I want to be. I need to meet Ian now. We need to have a conversation. And you've gained my attention here. You've definitely gained my attention. I'm gonna say my best advice to you, Ian. Watch the circles you were in because you're I don't know. You'll find out. You'll find out soon enough, guy. Hey, yo, that's wild. Whoever took my life back again, they're playing games. That's okay though. He said why? Because Josh is crazy. Absolutely crazy. I can if you want to rewind through this stream or come back and rewatch it another time, we spent some time talking about this. I spent some time answering questions, but Josh is certifiably crazy. Like 100%, bro. That's actually kind of wild. Yeah, he's nuts. He's my guy, brother. What do you mean? Like are you actually related to Josh? So Josh was asking people, like multiple people, for my address to leave this deer at my door. He said you're good friends with him. Yo, anyone in here that knows me, Tim, are you still here? Anybody just see anybody seeing this right now? Josh is telling people I'm friends with him. Bro, he lied to you. He lied to you. He lied. Tell Josh to unblock me so we can address this. I have him blocked too. As a matter of fact. Now, matter of fact, tell him yeah, you can I can yeah. Tim, you seeing this? Are you seeing this, Tim? Are you seeing this? This kid was sent here by Josh, who told him we're friends. That's what's going on here. You see this? You see this before we end because like I know this video you can see later, but you won't be able to see these chats later, and like you see this. I just want to witness here. I'm gonna screenshot this too. Yeah, that's wild. Tim, you see that? Like, make it make sense. So Ian, Josh told you we're friends. He lied. He said he never argued with you. We'll let him tell the story. We'll let him tell the story. He argued with himself. Oh, and Tim, if you're still with me, I just received confirmation that there is still no notice of that extra, which means it is not happening tomorrow. 100%. So I will ask again tomorrow night, and just in case there is something happening Thursday, and we will all be aware of a Middleborough Extra if it's coming. I'm sure it'll be well photographed as it makes its way back up to Reedville, and I plan on also hopefully bringing the drone out to Reedville and catching it at there before it ends up who knows where in the system. And I'm telling you, Josh W isn't a good guy. That is another Josh right there, and I'm like I'm not gonna make force no opinions on you because you're a free thinking human being and you're welcome to make your own opinions, but you have my opinion, and I'm pretty sure it's the general consensus. And I hope that you will just be aware of who you talk to because you're being lied to, bro. I don't know you. I don't even want to go ahead and say you're a good dude because, like I said, I don't know you. but I give everyone the benefit of the doubt to begin with. I want to assume that you just don't know what's going on, and now you do. So that's what's going on with that. So, are you harassing my guy? I'm not harassing anybody. That guy literally sent me, like, so many messages, including 45 while I was sleeping. He was asking people in the community for my address so he could come leave a dead animal at my door, and that is just the tip of the iceberg. If you wanna know more, I would be happy to tell you more another time, but that's where that is. So, if you wanna call that harassment of me ignoring him and, me putting up with that, you can call it whatever you please. Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. Yo, I wonder if Ian's a troll, guys. What do you think? Ian might be just be a troll. There's a possibility. Maybe it's Josh himself, who knows? He never did that. There's screenshots out there, bro. There's screenshots out there. There are screenshots. Like, the screenshots do not lie. The screenshots do not lie. I have screenshots on 2 accounts, even like when I blocked him and then he came to message my page and tried to apologize to me there. This is all I have receipts for everything. We don't need to lie. We tell it how it is here. You can ask anyone that comes here. You don't get no sugar-coated version of nothing here. I'll tell you straight up how it is, and that's exactly how it is. Josh said, "I'll check who that is." Thank you. Thank you. I good luck with that because like they just came out of thin air talking about I'm Ian, but I think they came with bad intentions. I think somebody sent you or you're somebody you're saying you're not. Go ahead. Maybe I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I got a feeling. And I'm pretty good about these things. So I don't know who sent you. All right. So your messages were deleted. So ah sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Yeah, so that's okay. You know what? Look at that. And I was wondering why the light go up and down. Now that's an answer for one of them. But let me tell y'all, see, look at these people, they talk about me, they complain about me, but they still want to know what I'm doing. They still want to come check up on me. Like I'm over there worrying about what they're doing. That's wild to me, guys. That was funny. That was funny. What's your name? Yo. Oh. Yeah, Josh. Josh is earning his keep over here, guys. Josh is doing for me on YouTube here what Tim and the rest of them do for me on Facebook. Josh is a great moderator here, guys. When I eventually do go back and strip down all this blue again, Josh, your blue is pre-renewed. I promise you that. Great moderator over here. Eventually, I'm going to pick a handful of designated moderators for this channel, and I'm no longer going to be doing it like I'm doing it now, where I'm just throwing it out to anybody that seems half decent in the chat. I will have a few handful of you, and that will be that. But we're not quite there yet. We will work our way there. I'm gonna start doing more streams. I'm gonna start come talking to you guys like this more, and we're just gonna stay in touch like this. Keep track of what's going on out there. Have conversations about what's going on the rails and whatever else, and that's gonna be our thing. Whatever works for you, fine with me. Josh is a good kid. Josh is a good kid. I don't know who raised some of the rest of them, but this is a good kid right here. Give us a little hope in the community. Well, guys, we're gonna wrap it up here. It is just approaching midnight. Oh, Tim, did I told you when I told you I got a response, right? I don't know if you were here for that, right? It don't exist on paper yet. There is definitely no extra tomorrow. It might happen as far as we might hear something later on about Thursday or Friday, but it's definitely not Wednesday. Definitely not Wednesday. Whoop, guys. I think the extra's Friday. The extra doesn't exist yet. There's no paperwork for it. There's no crew for it. There's no plans for it. But if things on the right, because pretty much Rochester's almost ran separately, and they almost it's a weird setup. But once it's up from Rochester and it's in Middleborough, that's when 2015 is due to return. What did he say? he said, "Nope, I'll let you know if I see a notice." So there is no notice of it yet. And he's like one of the first people to see those things. And right now, he knows that I am on him this week and I am very interested in those extras. So when it exists, I will know about it. Um, at the very least, I will let you know, Tim. Probably maybe some more people in the community, who knows? But Tim, you are a guarantee because I know if I start hiding next to you, you're gonna be like, I hate you. But what is that? Is that an alien? Yeah, it's that alien. Josh said that alien. Yeah, guys. It's gonna be interesting. It's not midnight. Happy Wednesday, guys. We're gonna be ending the live now. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me. I appreciate you guys. I will join you guys again tomorrow night if you want to join me. 1071 is New Haven, Josh said. I am looking very forward to seeing our new Heritage unit. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great video. And that's a great way to start out 2026. As always, guys, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. I will catch you next time. Everyone, have a great night and be safe. And I'll see you in the next one.